Okay, we're recording. So hey, Victoria's
Woohoo!
Secret, welcome to the first ever Victoria's Secret talent show. This is Wookers, and I'm here with.
This is fall. Falcon Crest out there. How's everybody doing? Woohoo!
Yeah, we're gonna do this show, and we're gonna upload it to YouTube, and hopefully you learn something, and hopefully you have a little bit of fun with us, because if you're in the guild and we know you, we'll probably make fun of you at some point. And be and you can make fun of us too. It's all good.
Absolutely. Make fun of me anytime. Look, I'm looking forward to this, seeing how these talents work, seeing how everybody can get the most power for their castle out there, and then they can go out and do some good burning, get some good kills out there.
Absolutely. We wanna maximize whatever we're doing in this game, whether it's constructing, whether it's researching or gathering or burning people. We want to maximize whatever we're doing. So let's go ahead and go over and look at some talents. Um,
Yeah,
so
what about those talents, Wolf?
well,
Yeah, how many innate talents do you have available?
innate talents. I only have 8 available at this time.
Oh, that's pretty normal, right? Yeah. Everybody out there's got 8 of those available.
Oh, everybody should have at least 8. I'm only using 4 though.
Oh, 8 but using 4. Man. Oh, first world problem.
It is absolutely, definitely a first world problem.
So tell me about some of the ones that you have out here. What are the ones that you use on a regular basis, and how have you set these up?
So the ones I mean, I use all 4 of these. I'm gonna set one up tonight just to show everybody, but this one is I just named it Trey Rescon, which just means training, resources, construction, just whatever. I have a balanced war where all my talents are kind of spread evenly over cavalry, infantry, and range. Then I have full calv, and then full infantry. Um,
Nice.
I need to redo, or may not need to redo uh, my training speed one because I haven't looked at it in a while. But are you alive? Did you die?
Did I die?
It sounded like you died.
No, no, not at all. I think a truck passing by.
um, so I'm really in this. I'm trying to maximize look construction speed. Um, I'm maximizing training
So
speed.
what I see here is you've done the bare minimum on, like anything you need to get down to that specific category that you want to maximize there. I see, construction, research, your food production is, you know,
Yep,
timber, or all that's just the bare minimum so you can get to the next level.
absolutely.
So going down here, what am I seeing? This is you maximized out your level twos.
Yep, especially with
For
construction and research. Yep.
Okay, for your resources, I see too. So you just used as many of the talents as you could on the higher tier resources.
Yes.
Makes makes sense. What did you? This is because we're maximizing it out there, maximizing each of the little categories.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah, and it's all depending on what you want to do. Like if you wanted, this is for, like I said, training speed, gathering, research. But if you wanted to maximize on like production, you would want to maximize your timber production or your ore production or your stone production or gold production first. But since I'm not focused on that, um, that's why those have nothing in them. And but I'm concerned on training speed, gathering, and research. So I've maxed all those out all over um, the talent tree. And I can really kind of better explain it if I look at um, the my full cavalry or full infantry. I'll show you my war balance. So this is why we maximize in the deepest level first, all right? Because let's look at ranged offense 3. If you click on that, and I have it maxed out, you click on the little information button, and the most you can have in ranged offense 3 is 53%. And that's huge. It's a lot. If you were to maximize ranged offense 1 and 2 first, ranged offense 2 only has a maximum of 10%. And ranged offense 1 only has a maximum of 7%. So if you spent all those talent points maxing out ranged offense 1 and 2, that's only 17%. And it's nowhere what it would be at 53% if you maxed out
Yeah,
range.
let me see that level 2 again. Any one of those level 2s.
Here's
20 talent points that can be in that level 2, right? And
Yep.
You're going to get 20%, 10%. So let's see, what does 20 talent points give me on a level 3?
20 talent points on level 3 would give you 9%.
But then it starts jumping up massively right after.
Yes. Yes.
That's where all your good points are going to be. So if you didn't put those points there and you put them here, you're going to get that much bigger hit, an attack hit.
So what I did going down is I started at the top and went all the way down to the bottom and just put minimum to unlock the next tier. And then I maxed out squad health. I maxed out my ranged offense 3, my cavalry offense 3, my infantry offense 3, and everything else just has minimums all the way to the top. And then I maxed out, went back down and put the remainder of my points in squad defense 2.
And I'm going to guess we're going to all be the same here. And that's to not put anything into that siege.
Into what?
Into siege.
Yeah,
You know,
I put nothing in the siege.
No one I know puts anything into siege. And that's because, you know, there's not a wall out there that you're really going to come across often, if ever, that you can't break through.
Absolutely.
There might be a couple people out there, maybe like Dark Angel, but you know, might have a little tough time if you're going to go hit her.
She got a big wall?
Yeah.
I've heard that about her.
Yeah. I'll try talking to her someday.
She's awesome. I've known her for a long time. She's good people.
Yeah, she's great. Absolutely. But yeah, if you want to talk about wall, she's the person to talk to.
So I figured what we do is that I have a full cav and a full infantry, but I don't have a full range. So let's go ahead and set it up.
Excellent. Let's see that.
So I'm going to click on this, and then this is going to be full range. So I'm going to go down, and this is locked. So I'm just going to hit unlock. 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 And it's just doing the minimum in every one. Unlock. Unlock. Unlock all the way down to the bottom. All right, so now we're doing full ranged. So I'm going to do it with ranged first. Ranged offense 3. I'm going to max it out. Bam.
Wow.
And then ranged offense 2. Max. Ranged offense 1. Max. All right, so now I still have 160 points left. The next thing I'm going to max out is squad health.
All right, get some health going.
Oh, absolutely. And that's how much health is that total? 87% health. That's huge. And then I still have 110, so let's max out squad defense. And that's 87% too. And I still have 60 points left. So
Almost 60 points. Yeah, what are you going to use those on?
what else on a full range march could I do?
I'd go to the top, straight to the top, and I'd max that army out. I'd max that health out.
Yep, exactly. So I'm going to squad offense. I'm going to max out. I'm going to squad defense. I can max out. Squad health. I can max out. Now that is pretty much it. If I'm going to do full range, we have all of our range attack, all of our squad health, and all of our squad defense maxed out. We put next to nothing in infantry and cavalry because we don't need it because this is going to be used for full range attacks only. I mean, and you could put your other points in the cavalry to offense, but it's negligible.
I got you. So now you're used to, spending some gems, or you have some, talent switch. What do I want to call them? So when you switch your talents, it costs you about 1,000. Cost you 1,000 gems, right, to go ahead and do that. Now, do you switch yours all the time, or do you leave it basically on balanced war most of the time?
I actually switch mine pretty often. I actually, to my own fault, I spend too many gems switching my talents, and I'll show you. So right now, I don't even know what innate talent that I'm in. It looks like I'm in a war balance right now. So if I go to my full range and I look at my range stats, my range is at 538% in my war balanced talents. So if I switch to full range, yep, 1,000 gems. Now my attack is at 554%.
All right, so we got a little bump in attack there.
Yeah, and if you see, my cavalry and my infantry is very minimal now.
Absolutely. Now, most of us, we're not going to have 8 innate talents out there, or 5 different ones set up. Even personally, like me.
Yes.
So I have two innate talents that I have.
So how do you manage that then?
So hey, let me show you this here. I'm gonna switch screens here on you.
Yep.
I'm going to see if it'll let me take control here.
It should. Now this is the first time we're doing this, so there's a few things we have to work out and how to, share screen.
Yeah, go ahead and I think you have to hit unshare screen.
Okay.
Take your screen share off, and I'll go ahead and share mine.
So let me see here. Okay, maybe I have to ask you to start video. I'm not sure. If I go to new share, that I would be sharing my screen, which nobody wants to see a Zoom screen. Advanced.
You know what? It's okay. We don't have to do it We don't have to do it this show. The big thing is people saw your war balance out.
Yeah.
And I think most of us out there are going to be in a position like I'm in, where I only have 2 innate talents, or there might be some of you out there that only have, 1 talent set that you can set up. And I think that's a big thing. I do a balanced innate talent set up. If I want to go full range or if I want to go full cavalry, I have to go through that tree every time, then set that back up. So I keep mine on a balance too as well. Uh, and you can keep it heavy in the two areas that you really want. And just like you said, you do the bare minimum all the way down to the bottom. And then you pick the two uh, that you want to go full out on. And if that's, say, infantry and range, max out the level 3 infantry and max out that level 3 range. And then you go up to, level 2 and you give some of the points there. But you gotta always, what I always do is max out that health at the bottom. Whatever you do, max that level 3 health out, get all of that going. I don't do the squad defense myself because I'll do with the balance. I'll go up the tier and I'll make sure that I do that very top one for that army attack. I'll max that one out just to give my overall balanced out army a little bit all around attack.
Okay.
It's not much, but it's a little something else that we can pull out of it. And I'll use every gosh darn last talent that I have just to make sure that it's balanced out. Then what I'll do is once those areas are done, anything that I have left, I'll drop into. If we're doing, in this example, I'd be doing infantry and range. I'd drop all the last ones into the cavalry 3. And that's going to give me usually around about 42, about 40 or 42 points. So that's going to give that balanced out there an extra 36%. So it's not going to be the strongest cavalry, but if something were to happen, you're offline, you're going to take a hit, or if you want to use it, it's there and it's available for use. It's not as powerful as it can be, but it's there.
So I'm going to try something real quick.
Yeah.
If I hit stop share, does that give you the option to share your screen now?
Yeah, sure does. So now you can see my screen.
Now I can't see your screen.
Oh, you will.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, there you are.
There we go.
And we're recording.
So if we go into, say, someone like me that's, not got innate talent set up, just something simple, we do resources, and it's simply my resources on one side, and it's not really resources. I just named it that, but it's construction, research, and training. That's the main thing that I went for in this. I dropped anything else extra that I had, and some infantry, and a little bit of power just in case I want to use it all. I'm in my resources.
Okay, how the hell do you have 967 stamina or hearts? How does that even happen?
Well, every single one of my heroes is maxed out completely. So, so I don't need any more. I don't use any more stamina. So when I just collect it, really, it just adds up. Every once in a while, I'll use it just to gain some, little items here and there. You can sell them off for gold if you need to.
That's awesome. I was just curious.
Yep. So if we go to let's go to, like, say, to the battling talents, and this is what I'm talking about. So cavalry, this is where I get a little crazy with the cavalry offense 1. Infantry offense 1 is maxed out. And you can see these are just minimum right here. Just making it through. And there we go. Infantry, cavalry is done right now. And then here's your number 3s. And this is what I was talking about. You give the health, max it out, and then I get all the remaining power that I can possibly get into range, which I was right. 42% is where it's at. That gave me that 36%.
Very nice.
That's how I think most of the guys out there uh, that have smaller amount of innate talents are possibly doing it. Either that or they're spending a lot of gems, switching their talents to whatever.
So if you don't have a lot of innate talents and you need to switch your points, you have to reset your talents every time. Does that cost gems?
Yep, still going to cost me that 1,000 gems. The big difference is I have to go through it and actually click on each thing and set it all back up again. It's not like that simple, just click on it and switch.
But so whether you have a bunch of innate talents or you don't, you're still spending 1,000 gems to reset your talents. So,
But I can't do it quick on the fly for a battle. So if I come across the castle that has 600k troops or something in it, and I'm like, oh damn, you know what? They're all cavalry out there, and my range is weak. I'd have to go through, change all of that by hand, and that's going to take me a couple minutes to do.
So
that guy's going to still be there in 5 minutes when I change all my talent.
So we do have some free to play players in our guild. What could a free to play person do to minimize their gem spending as far as when it goes to switching talents or getting items that would allow them to switch their talents for free?
Well, you got so if I were to say apply some resources right now, I don't have any talent resets,
Where'd
but
you
at
get
one
those?
point I had quite a few of them, probably about 20 or 30 of them, and those are great. The best place I know to get some of those is like in the labyrinth. Uh, you can win some of them.
You can get them from Guildfest too, can't you?
Yeah, Guildfest actually had a couple of them in last time, and that's a really good place to pick up a couple of them for sure.
So that's another good reason to do well in Guildfest, because I mean, if you think about it, if you get like 3 or 4 or 5 talent resets, that's worth 5,000 gems to you that you're not going to have to spend just because you completed all your stuff in Guildfest.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is just a good time, seeing everybody out there, asking questions about their talents and what's the best way to do it. Honestly, there's really not a super wrong way to do it, uh, unless you're putting a lot of siege in it. Stay away from the siege. Stay away from the siege. Put your talents into something better with some attack and some health for sure, and definitely put it towards, you know, your best gear. So your
Yeah.
best gear is
So it's all about maximizing whatever you're trying to do, whether that
absolutely
cavalry, infantry, range, or construction, or training speed, or gathering speed, whatever you want to do. It's about maximizing and getting the most from that talent tree as possible.
absolutely.
So I know we wanted to get into some gear tonight, but do you think we should do that now, or should we save that for the next show? Just see
Yeah,
how this kind of go in.
yeah, let's see how this takes off. Let's shoot this out so everybody can watch it, have a little fun,
Yeah.
get a little feedback on it. And I think we should tune in again here real soon and go over some gear.
Yeah, and definitely, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, if you got questions, you can comment on the YouTube channel, or you can reply in guild chat, or we have the School of Rock guild chat that we have for game mechanics. Ask questions about the video or anything we didn't cover in any of those forms, and someone will respond to you. There are a lot of people in our guild who know talents really well, and not just me and Fal can help you with that. I mean, a lot of people can. So if you got questions, I mean, please ask, because I mean, the better that we can get everyone in the guild optimized, the better we're going to do overall.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Till next time, you're watching Victoria's Secret Talent Show.
Awesome. Thank you, Fal, for taking the time out to do this. I appreciate it, man.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I'll talk to you later.